Hello. So, how do you make sugar from corn? Well, you start off with a bunch of corn stalks that have recently been run down by a muntjac deer. Collect as much as you feel necessary. One stalk doesn't really go very far. Trim off the leaves and other excess with a machete. All we want is the stalks. Then you can chop them up into more manageable pieces. Then we go to the kitchen and chop it up properly, removing more of the excess. The next thing we want to do is to expose the inside of the stalk as much as possible. One way of doing this is by crushing it, but because of the equipment available to me, I went with just slicing them lengthways. To get the sugar out, we want to soak the stalks so that the sugars will dissolve into the water. Then we can pour that off and boil off the excess water. Now there's also still a bunch of sugar and water left inside the stalks, so we want to gently coax that out. After some crushing and squeezing, you can see you get a fair amount of fluid coming out. What you'll also notice is that it's pretty green. This is presumably lots of organic matter due to the crushing after it was soaked. Because of this, it might have been a better idea to crush it beforehand, soak, and then just let it drain rather than squeezing out from the stalks. And for this point, it's pretty simple. Just boil off the excess water, or if you're me, boil it a little past that point. Then pour it out onto a baking sheet and spread it around. And give it a little taste. And so you may ask, how does it taste? It tastes sweet. It does taste kind of like black treacle, but that's also because I slightly burned it, which is effectively what treacle is. Now, since I have no immediate use for treacle and I'm a fraud, I'm just going to mix my corn treacle with refined white sugar. Just massage it in a little. And then we have something that's actually quite tasty and immediately usable on cereal, for example. This tastes very similar to standard brown sugar with just a little extra flavour, which I quite like. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you got this far, there's something extra for you on the screen. Goodbye.